Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 13th of May 2025 and unfortunately guys, the market has marginally gone down and according to me guys, I can think of two reasons. The first one is that President Donald Trump, he has gone ahead and temporarily paused tariffs on China, isn't it? But look guys, this news should be a positive news because this would make trade between China and United States of America much better, isn't it? So look, there is a very high possibility a lot of traders are trying to manipulate the market. Now, along with that, guys, President Donald Trump, along with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., they are making some really drastic changes probably in the history of healthcare. And because of that, if you look at the share prices of industries that are connected to medical, guys, they have definitely gone down, and rightly so as well, because they are a notorious industry, isn't it? Now, in today's episode, I won't get into details of that, because it is not directly connected to the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but what I'd really urge you to do is go to the official White House YouTube channel and go ahead and listen to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. along with President Donald Trump and keep a track on what are the changes that are going to be taking place. Because look guys, news such as this directly and indirectly impacts the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now in today's episode guys, we have quite a lot of interesting news. And the first news I want to touch base is regarding the US Security and Exchange Commission. And yesterday guys, they hosted a Tokenization Roundtable conference. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is guys, go to the SEC website and you can go and watch the entire session live. I really am not sure if that particular session is available right now, but what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll very briefly go ahead and touch base what this news is all about. Because look guys, under the Trump administration, the Security and Exchange Commission is taking a positive stance and they are inviting a lot of people from the industry who are actually working in the cryptocurrency space. So definitely interesting news. Now the second news guys is connected to investment and Nakamoto Holdings, which is headed by David Bailey guys. They have secured a staggering $710 million. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now as I understand guys, this investment may make it the largest public Bitcoin firm. So we'll definitely go ahead and very briefly run through this. Now it's really important to note guys, this particular investment was backed by 200 investors. And Adam Back looks like he was backing it as well. And according to me guys, Adam Back is 100% Satoshi Nakamoto. But we won't go ahead and dig deeper into this. But I'll definitely go ahead and discuss the information regarding the announcement. Now the next news is a massive announcement guys. And this is to do with the leading cryptocurrency exchange in the United States of America. And Coinbase has joined the S&P 500. Now this, to be honest guys, is a definitely positive news for Coinbase as well as its shareholders. But so far as the users are concerned, it does not make much of an impact, isn't it? But nonetheless guys, we'll very briefly touch base on this news. Now the next news guys is also connected to investment. And Blockchain Group, they have raised 22 million euros. And this is more connected to Bitcoin treasury strategy. Now I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. But what I'd really recommend you to do is guys, go ahead and listen to the episode that are released on the 12th of this month, because I went ahead and explained some of the benefits of having Bitcoin Treasury, as well as highlighted some of the negatives of having Bitcoin Treasury, and I shared my expert opinion on the key consideration you should have when you're having Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So please feel free to go ahead and check it out. Now Adam Back guys looks like he is invested in this particular project as well, and they do have an X Spaces live today at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. So if you're curious about this news, please feel free to go ahead and listen to them. Now we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover guys in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Date series, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is a massive news. In Dubai Finance, they have signed a memorandum of understanding with Crypto.com. And looks like Crypto.com has been making quite a lot of partnership, isn't it? And regarding this partnership guys, it does suppose the whole strategy of Dubai being cashless, so we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. Now the second news guys is some massive news, and this is from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Crown Prince guys, he's launching new company to develop AI strategies. Now one of the reasons why this news is so important is because President Donald Trump has just landed in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia guys, they have committed to investing $600 billion in the United States of America as well as in it. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss the importance of this news. So quite a lot of cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well
looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously. And they're focusing on 3 P's. That is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Reshape Podcast. So check out the Reshape Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Reshape Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform. Check out the Reshape Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below.
Now, guys, since you're taking care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, the total cryptocurrency market volume is definitely off the chart, but it is a bit interesting, guys, that the prices have actually gone down. But the good thing, guys, is that the volume of stablecoins is increased, which just means, guys, since the last 24 hours, a lot of people are converting the cryptocurrencies onto stablecoins, and they are not going ahead and selling it. This, to be honest, is a positive sign, isn't it? Which just means, guys, over the next coming days, there is a very high possibility for the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to be pumping up. But look, guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. Make sure you gotta do your own research. Now, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market since the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 3.4%, and the global cryptocurrency market is at $3.40 trillion. But check this out, guys. The total cryptocurrency market volume is at a staggering $186 billion. Now, the only reason why I'm content is because the volume of stablecoins is increased, and we can confidently make an assessment that the prices will be pumping up in the next few days, isn't it? And so far, the total cryptocurrency market volume is concerned, guys, since the last 24 hours, it is up by 14.60%. Now if you look at the volume of decentralized finance, it has been picking up pace as well, and today it is at $14.81 billion, and decentralized exchange dominance, guys, is almost at 40%, 39.94% to be precise, and so far as decentralized finance is concerned, guys, today it is accounting for 12.41% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And since yesterday, guys, I'm also looking at the total value locked for real world assets, and since the last 24 hours this number hasn't changed. It is only at $12.16 billion. Now let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, and the numbers have definitely picked up pace, and Uniswap's volume is on the verge of touching the $3 billion mark. It is currently at $2.97 billion. PancakeSwap is at $2.70 billion. Radium Gas is at number 3rd, and its volume is well below the $1 billion mark. It is at $1.19 billion. Orca is at number 4th, and its 24-hour volume is $952.37 million. And so far as Meteor is concerned, it is at $897.62 million. Now if you look at the market cap of stablecoins, guys, the market cap is pretty much the same, and I don't see the market cap improving as such, and it is at $242.81 billion. But since the last 24 hours, the 24-hour volume has picked up a lot of pace, and Tether USDT's volume is at a staggering $129.42 billion. And so far Circle USDC is concerned, guys, since the last 24 hours it has almost doubled, and right now it is at $15.16 billion, and FDUSD is at number 3rd with $4.70 billion. Now let's quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And since the last 24 hours, guys, the 24-hour volume of Bitcoin as well as Ethereum has picked up a lot of pace, and Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $64.27 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is almost half of that, and currently it is at $33.32 billion. Now the dominance of Bitcoin, guys, has been going down since the last few days, and today it is at 59.90%, whereas the dominance of Ethereum has picked up pace and it is at 8.68%. And regarding Ethereum, guys, last week I talked about a really important upgrade, isn't it? And clearly because of that the prices have been pumping up, but since the last 24 hours the market cap has actually gone down, because yesterday it was about the $300 billion mark, and today it is down to $296 billion, and Bitcoin's market cap has gone down as well, and right now it is at $2.03 trillion. Now because today's episode has a lot to do with American economy, guys, what I want to do next is I want to look at the top made in American tokens by market capitalization, and it is no surprise that Ripple XRP is leading the pack, and its market cap is at a staggering $145.26 billion. Now could it be possible that Ripple does actually overtake the market cap of Ethereum? You never know, guys, in the cryptocurrency world everything is possible, isn't it? Let's say, guys, if the US Security and Exchange Commission does go ahead and approve an XRP ETF, I wouldn't be surprised if Ripple's market cap pumps up by almost $50 billion in just a matter of a month, maybe even less, because the Ripple army is absolutely wild and crazy, isn't it? Now me personally, guys, I'm definitely not a fan of Ripple or XRP as such, but they definitely do serve a very strong purpose in the banking industry, and according to me, Ripple is essentially a software, isn't it? But a genius move done by Ripple is the launch of stablecoin that is RLUSD, and they're using a really clever burning mechanism that is connected to the XRP ledger. So keeping all this thing in mind, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if Ripple does actually compete with Ethereum, but the use case of Ripple or XRP and Ethereum is completely different. Now going back to the top made in American tokens, Solana is at number 2nd and its market cap is $88.36 billion. Circle USDC, guys, is at number 3rd and its market cap is at $60.88 billion. Dogecoin, guys, is at number 4th, and right now its market cap is $33.30 billion. Cardano, guys, is at number 5th, and its market cap is at $27.88 billion. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. Now, the prices of Bitcoin has definitely fallen down, and since the last 24 hours it is down by 1.22%, but since the last 7 days it is up by 8.74%, and the price of Bitcoin right now is $102,608, and there is a very high possibility, guys, by the time you're listening to the episode, the prices potentially could have crossed the $104,000 mark, or maybe even below the $100,000 mark, and this is the extreme volatility of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, so far as Ethereum is concerned, right now the price is $2,455, but since the last 24 hours it is down by 1.87%, and since the last 7 days it is up by 36.23%. Ripple XRP seems to have a completely different take, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 3.84%, and the price of Ripple is at $2.48, and since the last 7 days, guys, it is up by 36.21%. Now look, guys, according to me, the only reason why there is so much of fluctuation is because President Donald Trump has put a temporary ban on tariffs to China, Now that, to be honest, is a positive thing for the US economy, but a lot of notorious traders, they want to go ahead and manipulate the market, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure, guys, because of that, the prices have been falling down. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, guys, President Donald Trump along with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., they want to go ahead and make America healthy again. And I cannot stress this enough, guys. Rather than watching left-leaning fake news mainstream media, go to the official White House YouTube channel and go ahead and look at some of the most important changes that they're going to be making in the healthcare industry. And I feel, guys, because of that, the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have been marginally affected. Now, I don't want to get into the details of that, guys. What I want to do is, I want to focus on some really important news that has been taking place since the last 24 to 48 hours. And the US Security and Exchange Commission, guys, they do have a task force which is headed by Commissioner Hester Peirce, and they hosted a roundtable on the 12th of May 2025. And this particular roundtable event, guys, was titled Tokenization, and they got and discussed where TradFi and DeFi meet. And this particular event, guys, did actually take place at the Security and Exchange Commission headquarters in Washington. Now, there were a selected member of panels that were invited to go and speak, but this particular event was open to the public, and anyone could go ahead and access it at the website, that is sec.gov, and there was absolutely no registration required for online users as well. Now look, guys, having this event completely open for everyone to go ahead and check, according to me, is a genius move, because it does align with the pillars of open blockchain, isn't it? And Commissioner Hester Peirce, guys, she's a massive advocate of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and she was the one who led the initiative and emphasized tokenization's potential to reshape financial markets. Now, so far as the agenda is concerned, guys, the entire session was essentially broken down into two panels. The first panel talked about Capital Market 2.0, and the second panel talked about the future of tokenization. Now look, guys, regarding tokenization, I do have a bit of apprehensions, and the only reason why there is so much of hype regarding tokenization is because of Larry Fink. And what happened is immediately the Bitcoin ETF got approved, guys. He did actually go live via CNBC and he talked about the future of tokenization. And immediately, guys, I'm seeing so many experts via LinkedIn on tokenization. But look, guys, regarding tokenization, there are two hurdles that you need to solve. The first one is regarding KYC, guys. Can it be done on an open blockchain or can it be done on a permission blockchain? Now, there are ways where external parties can go ahead and do the KYC, and then it is connected to the open blockchain. Now, you can make an argument that that thing is fine. But the second hurdle, guys, is what happens if the token is sold to a person from a sanctioned country? And this is why the whole KYC and AML problem kicks in, isn't it? But you can also make an argument that in the smart contract, guys, you can go ahead and put out codes that only selected individuals can go ahead and transact it. But look, guys, if that is the case, why do you want to go ahead and use open blockchain? I have a better solution for that. And the solution for that is Microsoft Excel 2007. And that, to be honest, guys, does an absolutely brilliant job. But nonetheless, guys, tokenization is a massive hype right now. Now, regarding the SEC Crypto Task Force, guys, they do have another roundtable event focused on decentralized finance, and this particular event is called as Decentralized Finance in the American Spirit. Now, initially, it was scheduled to take place on the 6th of June, but looks like it is postponed to the 9th of June. Now, look, guys, if you're an expert in decentralized finance, you may as well go ahead and check it out. And if you're an American, if you do want to physically attend the session, guys, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com and I'll go ahead and connect you to the right person. Now, guys, let's go and talk about a company called as Nakamoto Holdings, because they have secured a staggering $710 million. And David Bailey and Bitcoin native holding company Nakamoto, guys, they have announced merger with Carly MD, and the goal is pretty simple, guys. They want to establish a Bitcoin treasury, and in doing so, guys, they are launching a $710 million Bitcoin treasury strategy, which is the largest ever for a public Bitcoin firm. Now, regarding David Bailey, guys, he's the CEO of Bitcoin Inc., and they are the ones who got and organize a lot of Bitcoin events worldwide, isn't it? And last year, they had Bitcoin Mena event as well. And regarding this news, guys, he will be the one leading this new entity, and looks like they want to go ahead and build a Bitcoin native giant company in France, media as well as advisory. Now, regarding this staggering investment of $710 million, guys, it is backed by 200 plus investors, including Vanek, Arrington Capital, Balaji Srinivasan and Adam Back, as I mentioned earlier, who according to me is Satoshi Nakamoto. But this particular investment, guys, is from Adam Back's Carly MD Healthcare arm that constitutes under Tim Pickett. Now, if you do need more information regarding this, guys, the official news regarding this is published on the Security and Exchange Commission website, as well as the official link by the company is in the show notes below. Definitely massive news. As a matter of fact, guys, the next news I'm going to be talking about is a massive news as well. Let's go ahead and talk about news regarding Coinbase, because Coinbase has now joined the S&P 500,
making them the first and only crypto company in the index. Now it's needless to say it is a major milestone for both the company and the industry, and this particular news comes at the right time when we are technically in a bullish market. And right now the administration in the United States of America is very pro-Bitcoin as well, and since President Donald Trump is elected, Bitcoin has reached a new all-time high. As well as if you look at a lot of developments that are taking place in Circle USDC, guys, things are definitely looking great right now for the US economy. So it is definitely a right time for them to go ahead and make this move. But at the same time, guys, it's really important to understand that news such as this only benefits Coinbase and its employees as well as shareholders. It does not do absolutely anything for users such as you and me. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss another massive news. And the news essentially is that Blockchain Group, guys, which is Europe's first publicly traded Bitcoin company, they have raised over $22 million in under a week, and they want to strengthen Bitcoin-focused capital strategy as well. Now, the first round was a 9.9 million equity raise on 9th of March, and it was backed by Tobon for 4 million euros, Generali Ambition Solidef for 1.1 million euros, John Marie Fournier for 2.2 million euros, and others. Now, the second investment, guys, was a 12.1 million Bitcoin denominated convertible bond, and it did actually take place yesterday on the 12th of May. And it was fully subscribed by Adam Back, who's the CEO of Blockstream. Now, according to me, guys, Adam Back is 100% Satoshi Nakamoto, but that is a completely fun and different topic altogether, isn't it? But look, guys, this particular move does realign corporate finance around Bitcoin, and if you do need official information regarding this, guys, it is published by BitcoinMagazine.com, and they will be going live on X Spaces today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And according to the news, guys, at X Spaces, Adam Back will be present along with Alexander Lazet, and they will be discussing Bitcoin for corporations and their Bitcoin treasury model. So definitely feel free to go and check it out. And what I'll be doing, guys, in a week's time or so, with the second project that I have, Bitcoin DXB, I will be going live via LinkedIn with the managing director of on-ramp MENA region, and we'll go ahead and discuss Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Now, if you do have any questions regarding that, guys, mention them in the comments below. And if you do want to go ahead and sponsor this session, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency world. Now let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now both the news, guys, are absolutely massive news. Let's go ahead and discuss the first news. And the news essentially is that Dubai Finance, they have signed memorandum of understanding with Crypto.com. They've signed a memorandum of understanding with Crypto.com. And here's the thing, guys. They want to enable cryptocurrency payments for government service fees. Now, so far as I understand, guys, among the government department, they already have something similar called as e-Dirham. So it is a bit interesting that they're implementing cryptocurrencies as well. But this particular initiative supports the Dubai cashless strategy, isn't it? And it does promote a fully digital and cashless society. Now, regarding the payments, guys, they will be made using stable cryptocurrencies through Crypto.com's platform. Now, regarding the memorandum of understanding, it was signed during the Dubai FinTech Summit that did actually take place at Dubai International Finance Center. Now, Crypto.com is licensed by Dubai's VARA, that is Dubai's Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. And look, as this initiative enhances secure, efficient, and inclusive transactions through digital currencies, and it does position Dubai as a global leader in financial innovation and digital payments, isn't it? And His Excellency Abdul Mohammed Al Basti, guys, highlighted the initiative's role in anticipating global financial trends, and His Excellency Abdul Rahman Saleh Al Saleh emphasized the memorandum of understanding's alignment with Dubai's digital transformation vision. And Eric Anziani, who's Crypto.com's president and CEO, praised Dubai's visionary leadership for enabling this move. Now, Crypto.com will deliver comprehensive government-wide crypto payment integration as well. And this collaboration aims to develop a robust regulatory framework ensuring innovation, efficiency, and security. And this initiative, guys, will increase customer trust in Dubai government digital services. Now, the Dubai cashless strategy is projected to add $8 billion annually to the economy. And once it is actually live, Crypto.com will convert payments into dirhams, transferring them to Department of Finance accounts securely as well. So definitely interesting move, isn't it? Now, guys, let's go and discuss another massive news, but this is from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, President Donald Trump has already visited Saudi Arabia today, and he will be visiting Saudi Arabia for a few days, followed by Qatar and United Arab Emirates. Now, the news is that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has launched a new company focused on developing and managing artificial intelligence technologies, and this particular move, guys, is part of Saudi Arabia's broader economic diversification and a Vision 2030 strategy. And the newly launched company is also called as Humain, and Humain will operate under the Public Investment Fund, which is Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund, and the company, guys, aims to develop AI services, products, and infrastructure including data centers and cloud capabilities. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, Saudi Arabia is committed to investing $600 billion in the United States of America. And now with this new company, it will also focus on creating and managing advanced AI models for various applications. Now this particular launch aligns with Saudi Arabia's goal to become a global hub for artificial intelligence outside the United States. Now look, guys, artificial intelligence is a key pillar in the kingdom's efforts to reduce its dependency on oil exports, isn't it? Now this announcement comes ahead of a joint Saudi-US investment forum in Riyadh, and AI is expected to be a major discussion point at the forum. And the launch of UMain, guys, does signal Saudi Arabia's ambition to lead in emerging technologies, and this initiative is part of Kingdom's social and economic transformation plan. And Mohammed bin Salman chairs the new AI company, thereby reinforcing its strategic importance, and the company will work to build a cutting-edge digital ecosystem in the region. And Saudi Arabia, guys, intends to invest heavily in artificial intelligence infrastructure and talent development, and the kingdom is positioning itself as a strategic tech partner for both regional and global entities. And UMain's launch strengthens the role of public investment fund in driving Saudi Arabia's future-facing investments. Now look, guys, this initiative highlights Saudi Arabia's long-term vision to lead in global innovation and AI adoption, isn't it? And for almost 18 months, I've been saying this, guys. So far as artificial intelligence is concerned, Saudi Arabia is definitely taking leaps and bounds. So definitely interesting news. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence, all from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's get started with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by K2 asks, with Coinbase joining the S&P 500, do you believe you're entering a new era of mainstream crypto integration? This, to be honest, Kate, is a really great and interesting question, and I do feel yes. Coinbase's inclusion in S&P 500 is a major milestone, and it does reflect how the crypto industry has fully come about, isn't it? But like everything in the cryptocurrency space, Kate, everything has positives as well as negatives, and as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the episode, the only ones who will be benefiting will be Coinbase shareholders as well as the employees. It does not do much for the cryptocurrency space as such, but let me do one thing, Kate. Let me go ahead and highlight some of the benefits, cause look, Coinbase entering the S&P 500 is a symbolic and practical win, and it does signal that traditional financial markets are recognizing crypto as a legitimate asset class, isn't it? And ETFs that track S&P 500 now will hold Coinbase stocks by default. That would mean more indirect exposure to the cryptocurrency economy. And according to me, Kate, being part of a major index does give Coinbase a stronger voice in Washington as well as Wall Street. And this will definitely push crypto regulations forward, isn't it? And average retail investors who think that cryptocurrency is still a fad, they may eventually start taking cryptocurrencies more seriously. Now let's go ahead and discuss some of the negative things, because the last thing you want is for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to have Wall Street influence. And unfortunately, with deeper ties in traditional finance, there's a massive concern that Coinbase may become more centralized in its practices to appease shareholders. And also now, because it has joined S&P 500, there will be a lot of scrutiny from regulators, isn't it? And any misstep now could impact not just Coinbase but also the broader cryptocurrency space. And you also need to remember, Kate, that Coinbase is a centralized exchange, and its success definitely does not reflect the decentralized or distributed space. And the only other negative thing I can think of is, let's say if the cryptocurrency would actually crash, Coinbase's stock could actually drag down the part of S&P 500, and this will expose more traditional investors to volatility, isn't it? So those are my honest thought, but definitely a good and interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything season Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, we have the Blockchain DXB podcast where we cover top news and information pertaining to the past of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. We also take a deep dive into some macro level news. And then, guys, we also look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East on the Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and even artificial intelligence world. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.